Good morning. We're getting ready to start our next assignment. It should take about a week. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating 6 or 7 images to give to teachers so they can use them if they choose to change the images on their in Schoology. My students have already seen, I've made these little puppy dogs for my classes, and for my digital media 2 students, I have these little news studios with A Day and B Day on them. You're going to create something similar to what we've been working on. I've got a couple of examples here. Mrs. Lowe's Digital Media 1. There's another one, the one that's just, I uploaded to the other thing. Here's a third. So what I want you to do, there is an attached list to this assignment that has your name and the teacher's name and their classes. And if they have, for instance, if they have study hall, go ahead and create one for study hall. Unless, Mr. Kuhn says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes. So you wouldn't necessarily have to do study hall. But some teachers have like 7 regular classes. You would have to do one for each of the regular classes. For me, I only have 5. I have 3 digital media 1s, and I have digital media 2 on A Day and B Day. So that is 5. So you would have to create another, you have to make at least 6. So maybe you make 2 digital media 1 second periods to give them. So when you're finished, you're going to upload them to the Schoology assignment. You're also going to be sending these to the teacher so they can use them. And I'm going to have another video to show you how to do that. So when we get to that point, you can also send it to them. So I used Google Drawings for this. The reason I chose Google Drawings is because I wasn't sure about the sizing. So I know that when we did that first assignment, those news screens, I had you change it to the widescreen. Every platform is different and requires different things. So something that looks one way on a desktop is going to look different on a phone. Same idea. And you can even see here, this image is kind of cut off at the bottom. If I go into the class, you can kind of see the whole thing. But if I go to this spot, it's kind of cut across the top and the bottom. So again, there's no way we can fix that entirely, but this image, the size seems to work the best. So that's kind of why I chose to do this in Google Drawings. So I don't feel like I need to go over a whole lot in either Google Drawings or Pixlr at this point. You guys have gone over it plenty, and I feel like if you need some help, ask another classmate to help you who may have the information that you need. Don't forget to get a new Google Drawing. You go to New, in your Google Drive, go to New, More, and then click on Google Drawings, and you will get a new Google Drawing. You're going to want to insert a background. So you've done that lots. Go to Insert Image, search the web, and then you're going to I put yellow abstract background for this one. Okay? So put something that's going to give you a nice background, and then you're going to need to stretch it so it fits completely on there. To decide what colors to use, the first thing I had to do was figure out what image to use. So I put in digital media pictures, and you could put a different picture for each one. That's entirely up to you. But the colors that I chose for the background, and again, I want each of these to look different. They can be similar. You might want to do the same image with 6 different colored backgrounds, or the same background with different images. Like there's a lot of things you can do. You can make them all completely different. That's entirely up to you. So once you pick image or images, you would download it to your computer. You pull it up in Pixlr. You guys remember how to do that. Open image. They give you the choices from the downloads onto your computer. You click on it and then open it, and then it's going to give you, I don't need to do that at this point. Now this one was a little hard. Remember, we've talked about a bunch of different things. I made that video for you if you were struggling a little with some of there were some questions I was getting consistently about this. So go back to the video from I think that was last Wednesday that I put that in. Once you've got an image or images that you want, again, you go to File, Save as a PNG, Save As. Then you're going to give it a name that you're going to remember. It'll download into your files. Then when you're here, you click Insert, Image, Upload from Computer, and then find what you're looking at. So actually, that's Digital Media Cut. There's another one if I wanted another one, which you might want. You might want 2 little images on either side. That would work too. There are a lot of things, maybe that's what I want to do. Make 2 little images on either side. You can just, there's so many things you can do. Oh, except that's behind that box. If you remember, these boxes that we created can both be helpful to make more interest. They also can help if the words are on top of something busy and you're having trouble seeing them. And that's why I created it. But right now, this image is in front of, and this one is behind it. So remember, it's easy to go to order. I want to bring this forward. Uh-oh. Nope. Gonna undo that. That was wrong. I'm gonna click on this. I want to bring it forward. Order, bring to front. That moves it 1 layer. So it's now on top where before it was behind. So there's a lot of stuff you can do once you have your images. But if you notice here, I have that box because I think my words would have kind of gotten lost in this light bulb. But here I didn't need any kind of box, although I might want it just to make the words stand out a little more. So remember, you can create that if you insert a shape, whatever kind of shape you make, and then you can change the color of it. You could change the transparency of it. There are so many things that you can do that we've talked about to make this a really cool thing. Do I want that there? Not necessarily, but again, I would have to put this arrange, order, send backward, arrange, order, send backward. Maybe you want that, maybe you don't. You just play around until you're happy. And again, you're making 6 of these. So I've got 3 here. I figure if you make 1 a day, that's great. Actually, do I have 4? Yeah, I do. I have 4. I have a lot of these. So once you're finished, you need to make sure to save it as a download PNG image. That'll flatten it out for you, and then you can upload it to Schoology, and I will make another video to tell you how to share it with your teacher. Again, if you have any questions, you can email me. I will try to get back to you in a timely fashion, but I may not necessarily be able to quickly. Mrs. Han is in the library, 8th and 9th period. You can ask her. She's also in room 181. Mr. Fesselman is also a good resource. If he does not know the answer, he knows who he can ask to get the answer. And I think that's all I need to tell you. Again, you need 6 images or 7, depending on what teacher that you have. And I've got the list of teachers attached to this assignment. So I will know who's sending them to whom. And you'll watch the other video to find out the best way to send it. So if you have any questions, please let me know.